We're into the home straight here on the Football Spy Show in association with our friends at Renault. And we've got loads to cram into a packed show, including a massive response to our Premier League shirt competition, plus all of your teams and your top sixes. But let's start where we normally do, with the transfer news. We start with good news for all of you Arsenal fans, as the Sevilla defender Sebastian Squillaci should be arriving in London for a medical today. The Spanish club have confirmed as much on their website. He's 30 years old. He helped Monaco to the Champions League final back in 2003. He's very, very experienced and he's been highly regarded in every dressing room that he's been in. He's replaced William Gallas, who's completed his move over the weekend to Spurs, and Arsenal expect the Fulham keeper Mark Schwarzer to be the next one to arrive. He was left out completely from Fulham's 2-2 draw with Man United yesterday. He's most definitely on his way. Other transfer news for you, and AC Milan Vice President Adriano Galliani has confirmed the club will attempt to acquire the Barcelona striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Goal.com say Lazio want Roque Santa Cruz from Manchester City. Newcastle have agreed a deal to sign FC Twente midfielder Cheick Tiote. He's agreed personal terms, and he'll move subject to a work permit. He's already passed a medical. Celtic are about to sign the young Newcastle keeper Fraser Forster on loan, subject to a medical. The Mail say that Stoke are the latest club to show interest in Tottenham striker Peter Crouch. West Ham are eyeing up Inter Milan striker Victor Urbina. That's on mirrorfootball.co.uk. And reports in Spain claim Chelsea have lodged a massive £33 million bid for the Real Madrid defender Sergio Ramos. We can tell you those reports are a load of old rubbish. Top six time, and NGMV Pelite has Chelsea as his title winners from United and Liverpool. No Champions League football for Manchester City, according to him. The Ultimate Prawn on YouTube's got United as his champions, not if they play as they did yesterday. Chelsea are second for him, and he's got Liverpool third, with City again out of the Champions League places. I'm not sure if RB from London's serious, but he's got Spurs as his title winners from United and Liverpool, and Chelsea, despite their 12 goals in their first two games, fourth. No. Now, last week when we were in Switzerland, a few of you West Ham fans emailed me to say that you were worried about the possibility of the Everton striker Yakubu coming to Upton Park, and that he would be, in your words, a wage stealer. Well, I can tell you that West Ham United have cooled their interest in Yakubu because basically Everton want silly money for him. The Hammers co-owner David Sullivan has said in a statement, "When you have a good hard look at him, we want younger and quicker and better," which basically means that they want to pay £8 million for him. I'm sure lots of you will agree wholeheartedly with that. Here's a couple of your teams and the way you want them to line up next season. This is DJ Hutchie's Tottenham team. He's got Cudicini in goal. Can't see that for me. The back four is as you'd expect. So is the midfield, but he's also got Defoe and De Santos as a striker. And I'm sure he means Defoe in front of De Santos. Jordan Diamond sent in his Bolton team. I can tell you, I went to see Bolton beat West Ham at Upton Park on Saturday, and the side was very similar to this one. The main difference was Mark Davies, who you can see in central midfield. He was on the bench, and Yohal Elmander played alongside Kevin Davis, and they filled their boots, as you know. This is Nati Alamaru's Manchester City team. The back five is strong. Barry and Yaya Torres in front of them. He's got Silva and Milner wide, no Adam Johnson or Nigel de Jong, and Balotelli alongside Tevez. Great side, I bet he's got a fabulous bench. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've got a phenomenal response to our Premier League shirt competition. Just to clarify, we want you to tell us who will be the best of the rest in scoring terms by August 31st. Which team that sits outside the top four placings on that date will have scored the most goals? If you get it right and we pick you, you win the shirt of your choice. Obviously, it won't be this Liverpool shirt if you're not a Liverpool fan. Now, on our email, spy@mirror.co.uk, Michael Kenny is in Calgary in Canada. He thinks it will be Manchester City. Owen's in Dublin. He thinks it will be Spurs. Sethi Hong, I hope I've got that right. He's in Singapore. Thinks it will be Birmingham. Matthew Hartley's in California. Thinks it will be Liverpool. And Ryan is in Bradenton in Florida. He thinks it will be Aston Villa. On YouTube, Aidan Richardson thinks it will be Blackpool. Quintano is in Mexico. He thinks it will be Sunderland. And on the Daily Mirror channel, Cassin thinks it will be Spurs. Keep your entries coming in. The closing date is this coming Friday, August the 27th. We won't be taking any more entries after that date. One other thing, please, please, please include your shirt size. We've got loads of entries with no shirt size, so let us know what shirt size you wear. Now, just before we go, a few answers to some of your questions. To Orgil Batsakian, we think Arsenal will be signing Schwartzers to solve their goalkeeper problem. We spoke about him before. Chasu Bao wants to know who I think the world's best holding midfielder is. Well, I like Cambiasso at Inter Milan. Mascherano at Liverpool is quality, but for me, Chelsea's Michael Essien would have to be the best because he's so versatile. Telemachus has picked up on Roberto Mancini saying here in England that Mario Balotelli's got the potential to be better than Fernando Torres. Super Mario does look a good player, but he'll have to go some, for me, to be as good as Torres, who's got a phenomenal record in the Premier League, particularly at home at Anfield. Let me know which one you'd go for. One last message, it's from Bad Half, and I'm going to read it. He says, what happened to your sharing photos of your fans? Here are some photos of me and my friends. We've only published one at the New York Red Bulls v LA Galaxy game. And this is indeed Bad Half. The trouble is I can't actually point him out. So get in touch, Bad Half. Let me know which one of these guys is you. And if you want your picture on the show, send it to me, spy@mirror.co.uk, and I will get it on. One last thing, a few of you have congratulated me on correctly predicting the 6-0 scoreline of Arsenal's game against Blackpool. I was close with the Fulham game as well. I went for 2-1. It was in 2-2 scoreline. Let's see if any of you guys can do better with the City game against Liverpool tonight. I think it's going to be 2-1 to City. I want to know what you think. Post on YouTube, email me, you know how to get in touch. Keep your teams in the meantime, and your top sixes, your bottom sixes, and your competition entries coming in, along with your views and your predictions. I think, as I said, City, Liverpool is going to be 2-1. We'll see what happens tonight. In the meantime, I'll see you next time.